Both McLaren start on the medium, feeling strong ahead of the race.
You've still got a chance to win this race, haven't you?
Just try. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. Take it to the edge where I've lived 1,000 lives.
I'm out boxer.
When I brake very late, we open up the left hand.
Fascinating race ahead.
Grand Prix, and Formula One goes racing on the streets of Monaco. Good launch off the line for second place man Charles Leclerc, close between Norris and Charles Leclerc. Piastri and Verstappen were very close as well in the Sainte-Devote, but the positions have held as we climb the hill. Charles Leclerc all over the back of the McLaren, he's giving it everything, but he hasn't got the room, and Norris keeps the lead into Casino Square. Norris, Leclerc, Piastri, Verstappen and Hadjar, your top five.
Big question is, has that lockup, was it enough to give him a flat spot? That will give him an uncomfortable ride. And Verstappen, actually a little bit cautious. He was on the outside of Piastri, but then backed out of it. He's learned that Piastri will not give him space.
Bortoletto going around the outside of Antonelli, and that is a move done for position there, rookie on rookie, and the Mercedes moves backwards, up the inside again.
It was brilliant, and then he was in the barriers. Bortoletto going racing around the streets of Monaco, and he had no more room at Portier. Bortoletto's got it out of the barrier, and that is crucial because there was no crane at Portier corner.
This is lovely from him. He ran the outside. Antonelli's given him the space and has not made it hard. But at some point, you have to say the guy is right up the inside here. There is Antonelli. He's got to see that coming.
Give me, push me out.
in third position. Let's have a look. This is George Russell. The Williams is ahead, so is the Nouvelle Chicane, and he chooses to try and get alongside. That was lap 49. We'll tick on to lap 50.
Avoiding collision for Albon, just slammed on the brakes.
So we need to give that position back to Albon.
I'll take the penalty. He's driving erratically.
It's not a 10-second for George Russell to drive through, which will be 20 seconds for his race time. Oh, and we've got the same thing again. So the second Mercedes has done it. Will Antonelli feather back the throttle? No, he goes by as well, and so it could be two drive-throughs, and the Mercedes had to wait for a long time. These are elite drivers who are being backed up, and Antonelli does give the place back. They don't want two drive-throughs at Mercedes.
Yeah, Max is just backing me up. He's pushing.
There's a race win if a successful lunge is made here by Leclerc. There's going to have to be a lunge to do it.
This is not comfortable. Charles Leclerc getting very, very, very close to the back now. He's running right behind. Verstappen, he will drop down to fourth in the order. Here's the stop. Norris leads, Leclerc second, Piastri in third. We've got a yellow flag on lap 9 of 78 of the Monaco Grand Prix. We've got Hulkenberg all over the Williams. But what has happened to Gasly, who's tumbling down the order here? And that is why Gasly, who was going potentially in very close combat with the other cars, has ripped a wheel off. And for only the second time in his Formula 1 career in the Principality, he will not score. He's trying to get it back, but he's out.
No break. No break.
We're going to go on board and see what happened to Gasly in the dirty air of Sonoda.
Yeah, it's Yuki Tsunoda ahead. No brakes, no front left, race over.
He's hit the brakes as he's gone over the crest of the bump, and then he's had a bit of a rear moment, and with the dirty air as well, he's just gone into the back of Tsunoda. Oh, he's almost into the path of his teammate on the exit.
Oh, it's going to need some intervention there. That's the Nouvelle Chicane.
There's got to be a safety car. That was close. Piastri's trying to go around it.
We've got no intervention. The race isn't neutralised at all. Piastri trying to avoid the debris, super slow off the Nouvelle Chicane. There's a front wing on the racetrack. You would normally expect the race to be neutralised.
So yellow's clearly being waved. He's backed off, as are the rules, and then green ahead.
Probably just about okay. Probably just about okay. I don't think Max was alongside. I think he's just behind.
Hadjar comes in, trying to take advantage.
Hadjar and Lawson and Racing Bulls are playing the absolute game of sacrifice with Lawson to make sure Hadjar gets as high up as he can. This is really clever from Racing Bulls. Hadjar emerges in 8th. That's fantastic for Racing Bulls. There's Lawson, he's backed off, he's done the team job. He can now go up, make a second stop, and he's 8th without any stops. Everyone else still needs to make 2.
Motions here on the Monaco Grand Prix 1972.
Race won by BRM and Jean-Pierre Beltois back in 1972.
Oh, check out the big brain on Brad.
I've read it off the wall. I won't lie. Fernando Alonso with smoke out of the back of the car, and he's parked it up at Rascasse, his Monaco Grand Prix, which looks set to reward him with his first points finish of the year, will end on lap 38.
Yeah, we thought the car smoke. Push now, Fernando. I know I haven't given you much info, but just keep pushing now for the Hamilton. I can't push now!
Ooh, that touched a nerve. It did, because you have to bring the hard tyres in a certain way, and of course he's got Hadjar 2.2 seconds in front of him. In comes Hamilton.
He can jump Hadjar here. He's just done a really quick lap, a 1 minute 14.9, whilst Hadjar was on a 17.1.
Back out, crucially, with track position. That's what he was looking for. Keep it within the white line. He did so, and Hamilton is ahead of Hadjar.
Hence Alonso's frustration. That is what he wanted, that nice pit stop, clear space, and off he goes. Hadjar's already made another pit stop, and in he comes to get that second and final one out of the way. He'll stay ahead of Lawson.
Hadjar having a party around the streets of Monaco at the moment. It could not have worked out better, but when you qualify 5th as a rookie in the Principality and your teammate is behind, the Faenza-based team have played that one to perfection. They have pulled off the strategy that so many were talking about. tyres will be ticking off the corners now, and they are iconic corners as he makes his way to the Nouvelle chicane. He hears the horns in the harbour, heralding his win, chased all the way by Charles Leclerc. But when Max Verstappen pitted, he took the lead on the final lap, a lead that he had earned all the way through. And every driver dreams of this moment, leading the Monaco Grand Prix on the last lap. Lando will join the legendary winners of this race. Lando Norris wins the Monaco Grand Prix. He wins the race by 3.1 seconds. A second podium at home for Charles Leclerc. Third position for Oscar Piastri, who comes across the line to secure the podium.
There you go. P1 at Monaco, baby.
Monaco, baby! Yeah, baby! Woo! We did it. Well done. We won at Monaco. That's a dream. Well done, guys. Unbelievable job. Amazing weekend. Thank you so much.
For the second time this season, Lando Norris is a Grand Prix winner. For the first time ever in Monaco, it's Lando Norris heading to the top step of the podium. McLaren's first win of the Principality since 2008 with the great Lewis Hamilton. And Norris's first win since Melbourne. And he's closed down the gap in the World Championship to 3 points.